Something I was recalling from my friend who's a Calvinist in one of his debates. He made this analogy that an apple tree is an apple tree because it's made an apple tree. It was made that way, right? But the proof of it being an apple is by its fruit producing apples, which is true. Now, well, I don't believe in total depravity in the way a Calvinist does, and I don't think election occurs in the way that they would describe. The truth that allows to bring forward that is true, that can be often misunderstood by non-Calvinists, would be the source of righteousness and justification. The Calvinist is, by way of their doctrine, it is impossible for a Calvinist to misunderstand this. One may argue that it could make someone complacent, or it often does. One of the key truths to the light of the Reformation, that was brought to light, was it's the work of God in us that saves. Now, I would say an apple tree is an apple tree because it was the work of God to be remade, born again. That has to occur in every life, right? It may be, if it is true that we were chosen before the foundation of the world because of God's foreknowledge, okay? And that's one way you could understand it. Another way you could understand it would be, unless you're born again, you cannot see the kingdom of God. So you must be born again. So I would just say that's the work of God in the person through justification by faith, which is regenerative to the person. It's a real regeneration, and it's a necessity, and to continue therein, so the work of God occurs in one's life. So I hope Calvinists will affirm that preservation of the saints is the work of God to keep someone in the faith, which causes them to grow, because that's what Jesus said. Paul says it, Jesus says it. I came to destroy the works of the devil, to put the righteousness of the law in us now, not just save us from hell by doing away with the reason we were condemned to begin with. No, it's a real work in the life of the person as we throw ourselves on the mercy of God through the cross and Christ's imputed righteousness. So never forget the source of salvation and regeneration. So work of God.